Yeah, they're good. They're good. The big news though, the big news of the weekend, Conor the Mac McGregor is officially in the USADA pool. Confirmed by him and also I think by USADA as well. But yeah, it's happening. You know me, I'm always on the he's never gonna fight again train until he does. But I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of made me like, okay, it's gonna happen. I think he loves the big stages, he loves the big moments. So I think that the UFC 300 thing really is what he wants. So I think that this is what motivates him, and I think he wants UFC 300 to headline UFC 300. So I'm gonna say it out loud. I think he fights at UFC 300 versus Michael Chandler. I think it happens.
So do the other fighters just use common sense and realize even if they're a champ and they fight under McGregor, they're still going to get way more money than they would have as the main event? Because it's going to be weird because they have to put other title fights on UFC 300. So if McGregor's the main event, is Volkanovski cool being McGregor's co-main, knowing that he's going to get the best pay-per-view point money he's ever gotten in his career?
Yeah, I don't think they care typically. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not in their mind, but I feel like the money is the same, even better. And I'm just not the main fight tonight. Who cares? To Conor McGregor?
I know for a fact Suga is all about that. He even says he likes fighting earlier in the night, if anything, because it means he gets to get done earlier, he gets to get done with the media, and you get to go out and celebrate.
Can I throw a wild card out here?
Of course.
UFC 300 BMF title Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor.
I think everyone would like that more than Chandler, even with the tough season. The tough season did not, really add much more hype to the fight. It was more just getting to watch Tough and see McGregor. So I am all on board for that. And you heard Gaethje's comments. He said, "I can't lie, it's been a dream of mine to end his career." So Gaethje definitely doesn't say no.
Yeah,
and
that's what I think it's a possibility. I think it's a possibility because I think Chandler likes to be super active, and that's a long time from him fighting.
But at this point, I kind of feel like Chandler, he's already put all his eggs in this basket, so you may as well just wait for that big payday if possible. But say McGregor goes to the UFC and says, "I want to fight Gaethje." I think the UFC says, "Hell yeah, that's going to make more money than Chandler."
Yeah, it's tough. Do you think a lot of people are holding out for UFC 300? I feel like right now, we talk about it all the time, but I feel like a lot of timing and dates are off.
Because I heard Suga talking about the big 300 and sounding like he wants to be on it, but he's probably going to fight in February. So unless he gets a first round KO and doesn't have any injuries in camp or in the fight or anything like that, that's not really going to be a big possibility for him. Volkanovski fighting in January. I mean, Volkanovski's kind of a different breed, so I feel like he could definitely turn around pretty quickly. John Jones and Stipe will probably be retired, so maybe you do like an Aspinall-Sergey vacant heavyweight fight for the belt or something. But yeah, dude, I agree. I mean, Islam, they'll be on good timing for it. Him and Charles fighting in October right now. Give him almost half a year to recover. But it's definitely weird. I think Izzy will probably be on it.
Yeah, it's dude. You literally can. Whoever's healthy is ready to rock. Give me the 10 best stars. Who wants to fight? Let's go.
I do think though that people might hold out, but then at the same time, it's hard because if you get that good fight that's going to elevate your career, they don't want to waste time because, as we know, you have a very short shelf life in your prime in the UFC.
Also, you look at it like, okay, you tell someone like a Leon Edwards, let's say, for example, who hasn't really made the money probably that he should have or that for being a champ. Hey, do you want to be the third fight on 300 or do you want to headline 299? You know, like who? That's the tough part too. Except the money's gonna have to be laid out. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see. All I know is we're gonna see 300. That's all that matters to me.
I'm so excited
already. Like when they said like the world's gonna end when it went to 2000, that's how it feels like for UFC 300. Like it feels like UFC 300 is like it.
I'm not looking past it at all. I haven't even thought about 301, 302. I
Yeah,
haven't thought
no.
about next summer, fall, or
In
anything.
my head,
Dude.
it's like a movie and it's ending.
I like that. I like that a lot. Dude. I did a little poll on our Instagram. Will McGregor fight again? And I think about 80% of the people voted yes. 20% no. It may have even been less than that.
I think he's a
is
showman, bro. I think he's a showman, and I think that he loves to put on a show, and that's 300 his spectacle.
Mm-hmm. And I also think he's sick in the head. Like you look at, I always tell people that aren't big UFC fans that ask like why McGregor would want to fight. I say, I think he's just a sicko. He loves it. Like look at Ronda. As soon as she got half the money McGregor got, she dipped. She just went to the other side of life.
Yeah.
Went and chilled on the beach as most people would.
He's one of those ones, bro. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, just sick. Like they just have addicted to competition, addicted to like beating somebody. Like that's what he is. He can have all the money in the world. He's still a fucking competitive son of a bitch.